Good evening from Tullahoma High School in Tennessee. We're playing Tullahoma High School as the opponent.
Absolutely.
And so we're about ready to play ball here. Your Athenians having won game one. We got to get right into the game, so we're going to skip the pregame stuff here and go right to the baseball game as Bryce Dowell steps to the plate. Here's the first pitch, swung on and missed. Bryce with a good afternoon baseball. He on base, I believe, maybe 4 out of 5 times, I believe, and that's the job a leadoff hitter ideally does. Well, we finally have a new umpire. I noticed, our game umpire continued to umpire through the following game, but we have a new man. Here's a pitch, popped high and out of play. So Dow behind on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That is Mason Bratcher on the mound for Tullahoma.
There's a breaking ball down and away, gets by the catcher. Count evens at 2-2. Athenians 2-0 in this early season, having won at Riverton Park. And earlier today, with a win here in this tournament, we're off to a good start. Here's the ball taken to the right side. It's close.
He's got room.
He
dropped it.
He has an opportunity wasted over there by the second baseman, but take that back. That's the first baseman. But anyway, we got a break there, I believe.
Sure did.
Second chance for Bryce Dowell.
Yeah, the Athenians in that first game, a 10-7 win.
13 big hits, and the offense is looking very good.
Absolutely.
Here's the pitch, taken down.
Good eye.
Count evens 2-2.
And that was after they had a 5-0 lead, and that got
5-5.
It was 5-5, but the Athenian offense responded right back.
Here's a swing and a ball.
Yep, that's a good call.
Dead ball, yep.
And that probably benefits Bryce there, too, because he probably would have been easily thrown out at first.
That was one he was not going to beat out. Yep, count remains. Here is the pitch. Taken, strike 3. That was a good pitch. I don't know, he might have been looking for something out there, but that's a called third strike. Wyatt Moats playing center field again. Wyatt only a sophomore. Here's the pitch down. A ball and no strikes.
Bratcher's got looks like some velo to him. Don't know exactly what pecking order, I guess he'd be in the Tullahoma rotation, but.
Here's the pitch, swung on, ground to the left side. Third baseman has it, up and on to first. Boy, I tell you what, though.
Moats made that a lot closer.
Wyatt can certainly get down the line. 2 down, though.
Number 8, A.J. Hall.
So 2 out, nobody on. A.J. Hall to the plate. Again, A.J. having a good game in the previous game.
Yep. Had a pair of hits, an RBI, a walk, and 2 for 4, and obviously did his usual good catching behind the plate.
Here's a pitch, ground ball. Second baseman should have it, and he does, on to first. And I tell you what, AJ's picked up a little speed, I noticed, although we are pinch running for him, but that's to give the catcher a break. So the Athenians go out in order, 3 up, 3 down, going to the bottom half of inning number 1, where the Wildcats will come to bat. Okay, you want to throw anything in? You've been getting at it, okay, but you want to throw anything else in about game number 1 in this tournament?
I mean, it was just a little bit like we were saying. I mean, I had a chance to talk to Coach Moats afterwards he really liked, the resiliency. They after giving up those 5 runs and getting back in the game, they could have hung their head and just said, well, and gave in a little bit, but they didn't. They battled back, and he really credited, obviously, had great play at shortstop from Jude Corsi, great pitching from Cale Weimer.
It really starts with your pitcher. Yeah. He's the guy that feels the damage more than anybody. And,
he really, 6 strong innings, 7 strikeouts. Only 3 of those 5 were earned towards Weimer, and maybe Tullahoma was looking at Crawfordsville saying, oh, they're throwing their best pitcher. Not so fast. You've got to deal with Cale Corsi, who's just, when he is on, it can be just absolutely electric.
Yep, there's no question about that. And we're hoping to see that tonight. Just noticing there, I think Javier Rusto was out taking the warm-up pitches there as AJ made the last out. Took him a while to get the equipment on.
Yeah.
So back out there now. Yeah, Jude Corsi on, and he's a guy that's been picking up on his velo. He's, was pretty fast last year, but he's a little faster this year. And
Weimer actually was talked with Coach Burnett, who was doing the gun. Weimer hit, I think, about 87 to 88 in game 1, and was, of course, he's been, I think, a tick under that, but still, when he's effective.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what I think I know, but
number 9.
Let's say Cale can throw the ball probably a little faster than anybody on this staff
absolutely.
right now. But you got to also put the ball in the right place, and that I think will be the key for Cale. If he's sharp, he's going to be throwing the ball to the right zone. Okay, well, here we go. Andrew Fulmer, the leadoff hitter for the Wildcats. He's the shortstop, takes the first pitch, ball 1.
Yeah, this Tullahoma team just 10-0'd.
Here's the ball taken to the right side in the air. Right fielder coming in and has the ball.
Good catch out there by Caden Patton.
Yeah,
Patton,
number 21.
this is the first time to play under the lights in quite a while, and so there's a little adjustment. That really can make a difference.
It sure can.
All right. Hunter to the plate here. Takes the first pitch, strike 1. He's the catcher. There's the ball.
It'll get out.
Popped in the air, but it's going to find its way out of here. A little bit off the dugout, Athenian dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Just getting underway here deep in the heart of Tennessee. And
Is that how the song goes?
No. Here's the next pitch. That's up and away. By definition, a waste pitch, I guess.
I would think so.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. That's inside and goes to the backstop. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The Athenians, also some coach most talked about you relied on your pitching usually the first couple games, but they relied on their offense in these first 2.
There's a ball grounded to the left side. Up with it at third base is Weimer on to first base. Out number 2. So Hunter goes down 5-3.
And that's a good point that just heard a couple of the fans behind us made. It's going to be, and Weimer showed it right there though, but how much left he's got in that arm after throwing 118 pitches just a couple hours ago. But he showed a good arm right there.
First pitch to Tomlin is down, ball one. Beautiful evening here.
It
Starting
sure
to
is.
cool a little bit, but not uncomfortably so. Here's the next pitch inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Evan Tomlin. Here's the next pitch, grounded to first.
Good
First
snag.
Good job over there by Underwood. And again, as the Athenians, the Wildcats go down 1-2-3. So at the end of one full, it's 0-0. Let's see if I can run this in here. Cody, I want to alert our fans at home and anyone who may be listening elsewhere, as once in a while happens. Athenians will be playing Game 3 of this tournament at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. They're scheduled to play Naquan Valley, and they're out of Illinois, as was our original opponent. And that'll be the only game we're scheduled to play tomorrow. I think down here we always learned that it's always subject to change, if you will. On 2 bases, by the way. We are scheduled for possible rain situation, and so we would alert people. We really don't have a whole lot of opportunity to really inform them as to changes. We'll do our best to do that, but we will just say ahead of time, if that gets to be a problem where we've got a rain out, a change, no game, whatever, we'll try to give them a heads up on that. And then we will be playing Saturday morning at 11 a.m. I understand that'll be on a turf field, so that'll be a good thing for the boys. All right, here we go with a swing and a miss on a high fastball. Cale Corsi, and the first 3 times up in the game this afternoon, he absolutely pasted the ball. I believe
Double, triple, double.
Yeah,
What it was.
Exactly. Everything extra base hit. Next pitch taken for a ball.
I joked with him after the game. I was like, we were one you'd hit for the cycle.
Yeah. Next pitch swung on and missed. Might have been a foul tip, though. There
It was.
A little bit of a tick in there. Okay, Cale down on the count here. Let's see how he does in the 2-strike situation, which I think is the first time this year he's been there. Here's the pitch taken down. Good job. He was kind of hanging a little bit on that one, but good job up there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, top of the second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right side.
And there go the kids to chase it. Little kids
Here's
all
the
want that
pitch.
foul ball.
Another ball, same direction, a little more to the playing field side, but out of play deep down the right field line. Bratcher, good velocity.
Yeah. It's worth noting how much energy they're going to have after.
Here's a pitch down, probably a little bit inside also.
Cause
So the count full now, 3-2.
Tullahoma just got done playing that game.
That's
and
true.
Then, meanwhile, Crawfordsville had a little bit of time to relax, get some food in them,
Yeah.
and maybe not take a nap just yet.
Here's the pitch, ball 4, down and in. So man aboard for the Athenians here in the second.
At bat number 21, Cale Weaver.
Going to have
All right.
a courtesy runner, believe.
Pitch runner for the Athenians, number 23, Mason McCarty.
McCarty, yeah.
Mason McCarty.
Freshman Mason McCarty with good wheels down there at first base. Just trying to save Jude a little bit of energy and wisely done by Coach Moats there. I think that
Oh, yeah.
good move. Yep. Okay, here we go with Kale Weimer. We got to keep our
Our Kale's in
K-
order and our Corsi's in order.
our season Ks. We want to watch our season Ks. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike. Knee high. Fastball. Obviously, a learning situation down there. But speed on the bases nonetheless, albeit a freshman. Here's a pitch. Check swing. The ball gets away at the plate. And McCarty, you could see his wheels just running on a base that he knew he had.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we all know the legend of his dad, and I had the honor of watching him for years, and he still holds the stolen base record at Crawfordsville High School.
Yep, just a phenomenal athlete.
Organized
all
ball
the
for
way.
several years, and yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. McCarty away from second. Here's a swing and a miss. That one had him tied up. Got it in on his hands a little bit. Here again, we need Cale Weimer to put the ball in play. This is if he's going to hold this spot in the batting order, he needs to do that. He takes a call, and that, as we mentioned, that's been his history. Kind of, he's a young man that has taken an awful lot of called third strikes. And, you know, that part.
At bat number 6.
What gets you about that part?
Corsi.
When he swings the bat, he's a good hitter. You know, so I mean, he still has a little tendency to do maybe more
He
swings.
thought that one was probably just a tick outside. But
well, you know, it's the old thing. If it's close enough to call, it's close enough to swing at. Now that either is not 100%, but because once in a while we see something called that is out of this world. But here's the ball taken on the inside corner. Good pitch.
He called that a strike.
Yeah, I thought it had the inside corner. Jude Corsi. Man, did we see some great defense out of Jude earlier today.
Saved what would have been the go-ahead run.
There's the ball gets away, and we're going out. And I think one more like that, I think we're on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I would most definitely agree with you there, Dan. Man, with McCarty's speed,
it doesn't have to go very far.
About to say, of course he puts the ball in play here. You like your chances.
No, a lot of different ways.
Unless it's hardly hit. We'll see.
Ball down. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, Jude was one of a few hitters that didn't get a hit, but put the ball in play.
Absolutely.
Here's a ground ball left side. That's going to be a tough play either way. He's not going to make it either way.
There's going to be no play.
Run for the Athenians. They take the lead here 1-0, and that'll be a base hit. That was a difficult play.
Yeah, I would.
At number 4, Kate Underwood.
Well, the board was quick to say, is that an error? But that's the home. Let's see what the.
That was a tough play. I know our book is going to call a hit on that play. So.
They got 1 error.
Yep, they gave Jude a hit. And hit RBI.
Here's a strike. That one taken by Caden Underwood. Caden's playing good first base, and his second year to be a varsity first baseman for the Athenians. We had some rotation last year that took him off first base at times, but he may be more pasted in there than last year. Here's a ball taken to right side. First baseman will have a play in fairground. So 2 down as Underwood pops to first base.
Kate Patton.
Corsi away from first base. Short lead. Pitch taken down. I agree, it looked pretty good. But I think he called it low.
Yeah.
I think the only thing he could have called
The
it.
old adage I like to use, that's why we're up here and they're down there.
Well, that's true. I'm a long way away from taking that position behind the plate. This position behind the plate is a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll gladly stick behind the fence and the netting and
Here's the pitch. Patton swings and fouls it off to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, this scoreboard operator got behind on the count too. I know they're volunteer help. We don't want to get on those folks. Heck far. Now they got an 0-2.
yep, umpire did hold up 1-1.
Yeah. Here's a pitch. That's taken strike. Looked like the one that was a ball a while ago. Well,
There you go. Now we fixed it.
okay, yeah, correct on the board. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down here with a runner at first. Corsi. Oh, my. Too close to take, my friend.
Yeah.
Don't leave that one to the umpire. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and looking for something good here. Caden Patton. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That's a pretty good breaker. It might have had the top of the zone. I'm not sure. But it's one you probably need to try to protect on. So, out number 3, but the Athenians take the lead here, putting a run on the board here in the top of the 2nd inning. So 1-0 Athenians, and the Wildcats coming to bat here in the bottom half of inning number 2.
Oh, now they're completely resetting the scoreboard. What's going on, people?
Well, Jude Corsi on for his 2nd inning of work and set him down in order in the 1st. The only thing unusual there is he didn't get a strikeout. But
I think we might see a couple.
I think we'll
tonight.
see some to come, yeah. Maybe, but I know I might even say I've got a little story on Jude, or not Jude, but Cale Corsi, and
Yeah.
At that number 3.
I don't know. We may run into the sea. We'll see how things are going. It's one it'll work any time during the season.
I actually had the pleasure of talking with him and Cale Weimer last night for a story that actually I just put up on the Journal Review website not that long ago about them just being their work ethic and everything that they put into being the great pitchers that they are. Coach Moats gave me some good stuff, and so did Coach Welliver, and obviously Weimer and Corsi, both 2 great young men, and look to do
Here's
some
the
pretty
pitch.
good things.
Look, this guy's a little inconsistent on the ball down around the knees. And, of course, he falls behind 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's down low. So 3 balls and no strikes. And,
Man, we're having some scoreboard
yeah.
Messed up.
issues.
He messed up the scoreboard.
Well, let's see if he can come back on this 3-0 count here. I really thought even in the 1st inning, he was not really all the way on his that small 4 inside. So leadoff walk here to Colton Emery, who is the catcher for the Wildcats.
At bat number 27, Jared Morris.
And we're going to have a courtesy runner. Number 8.
Okay.
For
Bench running for the Wildcats, number 8, Colby, the Tiger, Tucker.
Colby Tucker.
Yeah, he's a Tiger. I just heard that from the PA guy. Well, I'm wondering, they had a little bit of scouting going on, and we gave up a lot of stolen bases. And so that's something to look for here and see if we can maybe turn that part of the game off for our opponents.
Yeah, as we said in the first game, that was about the only thing.
There's a pitch. Boy, he's not going to give that. That's
about the only thing Wabanasi did pretty better than the Athenians in the first game was able to steal some bags.
Here's a pitch. Swung will pop to the right side. That could be trouble. Hard run, though. He got there. Good
Nice
job.
play out there.
Patton really did a nice job picking that ball off the bat. I mean, he got a nice break and needed to do so because he had some ground to cover.
19, Balin Tootin.
Balin Tootin, the batter. He's the center fielder for the Tullahoma Wildcats. Pitch swung on, check swing. Fouled off with some velocity, by the way. Most all of it given by the pitcher. Not much off the bat.
No. All the power was provided by the pitcher, as it typically is.
Here's a pitch swung on and fouled into the net.
0-2 the count on Balin Tootin. Of course, gets a sign, and that pitch is down and in. 1-2.
Good 0-2 pitch.
Yep. Good old waste pitch.
One down, one on. Bottom of inning number 2. Corsi to the plate, swung on, popped up.
AJ, you got it.
AJ moving over, and has it. Good job. He kind of lost berries for this a little bit and recovered nicely for out number 2.
And as we mentioned in the first game earlier today, AJ Hall going to Manchester to play baseball.
Here is the pitcher, Mason Bratcher, coming to the plate. Looking down at Coach. He's back into the batter's box now. Watch the runner. I mean, with 2 outs, a lot of times, if you got a guy you think's a base stealer, this is time to get him on second in the scoring position. Didn't offer that time, but this I'm still looking. Bratcher fouls this one off. Count even, 1-1.
Heads up to someone's car, maybe. Let's just hope it didn't hit one of our minibuses.
Yeah. Well, they're back a ways, so hopefully.
Yeah, they are.
I think they're pretty safe.
It's a lesson I've learned when going to baseball games. Park far away.
You mean you've been hit before?
No, it's just the fear
Oh, well.
of my car getting hit by a foul ball.
I guess here's the throw. The first runner back in time. That was a ball, so it's 2 balls and 1 strike with 2 down here. Well, I guess I didn't have enough fear because I allowed that to happen at least once. Here's the runner going, and here's the pitch. No throw. Good job, AJ. Way to put it in your pocket. There's discretion sometimes is a better part of valor. So, runner in scoring position now with 2 down. Corsi behind on the count, 3-1. Kale really not into these good rhythm yet at all. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is ball 4. So now runners at first and second. 2 down, and that brings up Wade Collins, the second baseman.
At bat, number 11, Wayne Collins.
So both runners aboard via the base on balls. So there's two negatives to that. You not only are putting runners on base, but you're building your pitch count. Of course, he's to the plate, and that's in the dirt. A nice stop by A.J. Hall. Kale to the rosin bag, and hopefully you got the right thing on the fingers there.
I'm sure he'll have a conversation with Coach Welliver in between innings.
Whoa, that is way off.
Good.
And the runner strayed quite a ways down the line, but again, A.J. wisely really didn't have a play. I mean, you can't throw behind the runner from there. You've already backed up a little bit behind home plate. And, well, I'd say you can, but it might end up bad because I'll guarantee you, if I'm in that young man's place out there second base and he throws behind me, I've already gone to third on him.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so far down the line, there's no way that they can catch the ball at second and then throw it back out at third. But anyway, well, Kale really needs a strike right here. Down 2-0.
Yeah, needs to make a pitch.
Here's a swing.
There's one.
That was on ball 3, too. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
The ball was up and probably away. So a break there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Corsi out of the stretch and the pitch. That's the breaker that's way off the plate. He's really making A.J. work back there, and A.J. is hanging with him. So 3-1. Of course, he needs a strike.
I don't know, something I've always said, too. If you're struggling with location, I mean, throw a strike and trust that your defense will make a play behind you.
Well,
there you go.
I was going to say, to that, I say, this is a situation for that because you're down at the bottom of the order. One thing I didn't mention, if you looked at offense, other than the Athenians drawing a couple of walks at the bottom of the order in the 7th inning, 6th inning, here's a pitch.
There. Yep. Yep. That's a strike. It's probably right at the knees, but it was a strike nonetheless. A big-time strikeout from Cale Corsi.
Yeah, well, Collins goes down looking, and a big situation for Corsi. He works out of the jam, and at the end of 2, your Athenians lead it by a score of 1-0. Well, I mean, we've seen enough Cale that we know he's he's just not right now in his zone at all. And,
The best part is, I mean, still hasn't given up a run. I mean,
yeah.
hasn't given up a hit.
That was his first strikeout, and he's had 2 base on balls. So we're not seeing him at his best. We know that. And we got a little rattle in my speech. Breaking up. Okay, thank you. Well, I didn't get you a whole lot this time, but we're ahead.
Hey, I will do my best. I mean, hopefully, I won't have as bad of an inning as I had last time.
Well, I just feel like
Number 16, Sam Bennett.
Cal is going to get in the zone here and maybe have a little more command of his pitches, thereby command of the game.
Yeah, and he's over there talking with, I'm pretty sure that's Coach Welliver over there.
Well, here you go. You got, the number 8 here?
Absolutely, yep. No, Manette. It'll be 9, 1, and 2.
Okay,
Manette,
yeah.
Dowell, and
Right,
Moats.
Farley, yeah. Farley being DH4 by Manette. He did. That's the right call.
Yep, count 1-1. on Sam Manette. As Bratcher kicks and fires.
It was outside.
It was by a hair. 2-1. That pitch down and away. 3-1. As Manette looks to draw a leadoff walk. The pitch. He swung on and missed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That pitch really wasn't in a sweet spot for sure. He was kind of dipping down to try to get to it. But anyway.
I'm not sure if that would have caught the bottom part of the zone or not.
Ooh,
that one wouldn't have.
yeah.
That was ball 4.
Yeah, Sam, that was, I mean, he took a good hard swing,
At
but
number 34, Bryce Dell.
not a good mechanical swing. That's,
No, it was not.
but he swung and he didn't take it. So I'm good with that.
Be back to the top of the order with Bryce Dowell, the second baseman. As Dowell takes ball 1. And that one just missed.
You throw it down there, he's not calling.
Yep.
That's all I said.
Though we talked about in game 1, at least consistency, and I think this umpire has done that so far. He's telling the hitters and pitchers what zone he's going to have.
Oh, now it's ball 3.
Yep.
Wow. Come on, Bryce. But we mentioned that earlier. That's been his tendency throughout his career. He's so aggressive that sometimes it goes out of the zone a little bit. Keep your head in there. He's over swinging now. His head flew out. There, he's probably going to have a sore neck in the morning. Well, now that wasn't accidental that it was that close because, I mean, he didn't bail out. He turned at him, but he'll get hit. I mean,
Oh, yeah, he got hit plenty last year.
Oh,
And got under it into shallow center.
good job by the
And
shortstop.
that's be
Shortstop.
the shortstop Fulmer
Yep.
made a nice play in
One bounce.
basically in no man's land. That'll bring up Wyatt Moats. Moats fouls one off.
What's that one?
Count 0-1. No on, 2 out here in the top half
Ball's outside.
of the 3rd inning. Moats took ball 1.
You got 2 guys at the top of the batting order, extremely aggressive hitters. Hurry,
And
hurry, hurry, hurry,
Moats.
hurry, hurry, hurry.
Fulmer's
He's out.
throw will get him. And the Athenians go quietly 1, 2, 3 in their top half of the 3rd inning. But still maintain a 1-0 lead over the Tullahoma Wildcats. And
Okay.
let's get a
Clean. Let's get a clean.
let's get the
Bottom
Kale
of
Corsi
third here, yeah.
we're used to seeing.
Oh, we'll mention again the coaches for the Athenians this season. Tony, longtime assistant coach, Tony Bean, and the longer time assistant coach, Brett Welliver, and the youngest member of the coaching staff, Cole Weimer, and finally head coach, Brett Motes. And Brett, of course, really great Athenian baseball player going back into the 90s.
Sure was.
Holds many of the the hitting records for Crawfordsville, even after a few years have gone by. So
Yeah,
well,
and,
Number 22,
and
Kay
in
Fanning.
his second year, it's not easy replacing a Hall of Famer in Coach John Froge. But Coach Motes has done just a phenomenal job. 19-7, the Athenians were last season
yes.
in his first year, and look for even more success here in 2023. First pitch to Cade Fanning, the left fielder. It'll be 9-1-2. And there's a strike by Cale Coursey to even the count back up at 1-1. So just like it was for the Athenians, 9-1-2.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll be right there for the Wildcats. And there's back-to-back strikes.
Yep. That's good to see. Now, don't mess too much. You don't try to be too fine. You've got good enough stuff, and you're down in the bottom batting order. Go get this guy.
And just got a piece of it was Fanning. Count remains 1-2.
You know, that was not a bad pitch, but I don't think that was at all where he wanted that ball. I think his location, well, obviously walking some people like that, he's throwing more pitches than you would expect at this point. But, again, it's early. And, nice
Good breaking ball called strike 3. And Fanning is struck out looking. Of course, he's second strikeout of the game.
And at number 9, Andrew.
And we'll go back
Fulmer.
to the top of the order with a shortstop, Andrew Fulmer, who made that impressive catch in shallow center field in the last half of the third. Picked by Coursey. Just misses. Down and in. Did they call that a strike? Or did the scoreboard?
No, it was a ball.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's
a strike. Now we got the right count. 1-1.
A young man that got a real uppercut swing there.
He sure
I
does.
know the ball was down, but again, you can go back to your golf swing reference there on that one.
Was upstairs. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, they got it backwards on the board, but you got it right. Inside.
Let's say inside.
3-1, so
3 balls and a strike.
just been behind on the count on too many hitters. And there's 4.
And there's ball 4.
And boy, he didn't even, well, let's put it this way. You could have shown me a picture from the side,
And at number 21,
and
Hunter.
before the ball got halfway there,
Okay.
I could tell you that was ball 4, because he didn't get out of that pitch right at all.
And of course, he's obviously not happy with himself. Got ahead 1 and 2. And
He'd be the first guy to be disappointed, and he's going to work hard to correct the situation and throw to first there.
be Evan Tomlin, the third baseman. That one just missed on the outer part of the plate. 1 ball, no strikes.
Right there. Swung on a miss.
Swung on and missed. They're going to say, did you say he got a piece of it? Or no? That was just
he couldn't
straight.
have it. The runner would have to come
Right.
back because the ball hit the ground.
Still 1-1. There's a.
Well, that was close. Let's put it that way.
But they're going to call it a ball, 2-1. And Hogan stands a second after the steal.
Don't
Tomlin fouls that one back to even it up at 2-2.
let's don't throw that same pitch though. I won't say he was exactly on it, but that's a pitch that he can hit. You throw that same ball down and off the corner, I think we got him.
Need a strike here, Kale. Breaking ball misses upstairs.
Run the count full. By the way, this is Hunter at the plate. There we go. Number 21.
Oh, did I skip somebody?
Well, I
At
don't.
number 18,
I'm sorry.
Evan Tomlin.
I really don't know, but
Oh yeah, I must have.
I just noticed the number didn't, match with where.
Yeah, I was. Thank you.
Going there.
Appreciate that. And now this is Evan Tomlin.
Yep.
First pitch misses to Tomlin. Count goes 1-0. That's way outside. Good stop there by AJ.
I mean, he just doesn't have his timing on, any of his pitches. I really, I haven't really seen him throw anything that I can identify as a changeup.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's got a pretty good changeup, but fastball, breaking ball, it's just not there right now. Got a little bit of a situation here with a scoring possibility out there at second base, representing the tying run. So need to get this guy out. I mean, again, they're in the heart of their batting order more or less here.
Yeah.
I don't know who the better hitter is, obviously, but Tomlin at the plate here, he's the one that actually hit a hard shot to first base. Underwood came up with the ball to make the out.
And if you're batting third, you're usually a pretty good hitter. It's a safe assumption, and that pitch misses.
And the next hitter on deck is Emery, and he drew a base on balls on his at bat. So, and cleanup hitter again.
That'd be a four-pitch walk.
Yeah, he's really, really struggling. This is completely unusual.
At bat number 3, Colton Emery.
But you have to remember, this kind of situation happens to the very best pitchers, and
Well, and I mean, of course, he now has 4 walks, but the best part is he's 1 out away from
getting out of the
getting out of it
still ahead.
and not having to up and in some high cheese, as they like to say.
Last couple 3 pitches here, it looks like that the word was out of there to really rear back and throw the ball. So they've all been fastballs, and he's really kind of trying to come in hard.
Skied high. Who has it?
Maybe.
Does Hall have it? He will not.
Well, again, he couldn't get the ball off the bat. And either one of those pop fouls behind the plate, if you make the play, you will make the play easier if you pick it up right off the bat. He did not find it right away, and then he's got to, try to make up some ground there. So
1-1 the count, though.
good pitch.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. And just like that, Kale, of course, he's 1 strike away.
One more strike and we'll get it.
Be interested to see what we do here. It's like we're trying to get in a rhythm and just staying with a fastball right now, but maybe a breaking ball here. Yeah. No,
And that missed upstairs.
Another fastball, but he was Not going to throw that one down the middle. But now you got to come with something that he's got to swing at.
Yep, got to come with your best pitch on 2-2.
Oh, we don't want to go 3-2 and put the runners in motion.
Right.
Come on, go get it.
Fouled off. Underwood has it in foul territory. And despite 4 total walks through 3 innings,
It's called dodging the bullet.
it sure is. And the Athenians still hold a 1-0
Ladies and gentlemen, that's last call for
lead.
concession stand.
Uh-oh.
Closing it at 9:20.
It-
We still have hamburgers and hot dogs.
Uh-oh, that must be where Hickey is.
And cold drinks.
Last call for the food stack over there. Well, good job of getting out there. And we go to the 4th with a 1-0 lead.
And the Athenians look to build on that lead. It'll be Hall. Corsi will look to get him some help himself. And so it'll be Hall, Cale Corsi, and Cale Weimer.
I'll do this again because I want to, kind of warn our fans that we're like, I think, up home. I'm not sure when the rain is scheduled, but I know we're looking at rain back at Crawfordsville, but we're looking at a fairly strong possibility of rain and maybe kind of a stormy situation down here between now and tomorrow's scheduled game. And so we just want to warn the fans that, it's hard for us to give notification
Right.
when we don't know. But, when you get into rain and there may be a reschedule, but you've got to get a diamond back in shape and so on. So anyway, tomorrow's game, at this point, we're going to be playing tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Crawfordsville time, and we'll be playing Aqua Valley out of Illinois.
At bat number 8.
And then
AJ Hall.
Saturday morning, we're scheduled at 11 a.m., and that will be our final game down here in this tournament as the schedule stands now. So Athenians 2-0 with 2 more to go. 1-0, pardon me. They're 2-0 on the season.
Oh,
1-0 down here.
that looked a tad bit inside.
I don't know how to get a strike out of that, but there it is.
That pitch was upstairs, though.
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Breaking ball too high. Of course he could get a hold of his breaking ball. I think he would be ready to take command of this game, but
And Hall calls time.
that ball's
That's
inside.
inside. 3-1.
AJ grounded out to second base, his first at bat, but having a good day at the plate so far. Oh yeah, down the first.
And A.J. Hall will take a leadoff walk.
At bat number 11. Cale Corsi.
And here comes Cale Corsi.
Pitch running nice, Roger.
Be Isaac Rogers coming in as a courtesy runner for the Athenians for Hall. Bratcher
Get down. Get down.
gets
Get down.
skies one,
Get
and
oh, we got
dropped
a break. They double fumbled, and we get into second. If they pick that up when it first goes to the ground, they still got him at second base.
Well, we'll take an error.
At bat number 21.
It'll be an
Cale.
E4. That was the second baseman that tried to field that, correct? I believe.
No, I think you're right.
E4.
Indeed.
And the Athenians are in business.
Okay, well, I don't know. Would we ask Weimer to bunt here. I know you're in the middle lineup, but Jude Corsi coming up next, a good hitter, I think. It's a possibility. Yep.
Yep, sure are.
Good take. Good job. Good job.
That gets away.
Which
Both runners
takes it.
advance. Just like that, the Athenians have two runners in scoring position.
Now, Weimer really needs to think aggressive here. I mean, you can't be taking third strikes here. You got to put the ball in play.
Yeah, good take there.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that because that's the ball. If you hit it, you should drive it, into right center field. But now we need to hit anything around the plate. He needs to be really aggressive here.
1-1.
That's good. That's good.
One.
That's good.
That'll be into center field. He will catch it.
Watch third.
He'll slide in safe. And Isaac Rogers comes in to score the run. It's a sac fly.
Well, that's a really
Cale
good at bat. That's what you want right there. Move everything along. He keeps doing those things. He's not going to lose his spot in the batting order.
Absolutely not.
Good job running there by Rogers getting down to third base.
Well, I was looking, Dan, and they rolled out a hit from Cale Corsi.
Okay, well, it was kind of a tough play, so I'm okay with that.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
If we want to go that way. Okay, I'm going to chalk that one away because I really did have an arrow down there.
You and I both did.
Breaking ball down. Good call. He pointed down.
1-1. The count. And Jude Corsi looks to be favoring his ankle a little bit.
Jude's, I'm not going to get into it too much, but Jude does have a little health thing he's going through now that's kind of, I'm sure, making it a little bit tougher for him to, be totally on his game. I think you're not going to get him out of here at that stage, Zoe.
Hey, he looks to be all right. Let's hope at least.
Okay. Well, we got another run potential down here at third base. Let's move him along.
1-1 upstairs, 2 balls and a strike.
Good take. Yeah, it's definitely bothering him.
Yeah.
He may need when he gets back to the dugout, may need a tape-up job a little bit. Sometime you snug that up.
His toe had a stick in the far end.
Oh, the toe?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Here's the ball down. Good job.
They call that a strike.
He did, too. My gosh. Boy, is he inconsistent because most of those are around there. And that, I don't know. Man. Two, put it in play, Jude.
Yeah, put it in play, and
He did.
there you go.
Come on.
And they're going to take the shore out,
Yeah.
and Jude Corsi will pick up his second RBI of the game
At bat number 4.
on a ground out to first. But it's a run nonetheless.
RBI. Caden Underwood.
And in steps on Caden Underwood. 3-0 Athenians here in
Good
the
take.
top of the 4th.
Yeah, he was a 3-0.
It is quickly 2-0 on Underwood.
Move it along. Let's get another up.
He'll slap one
That won't
to
work,
second
but that's okay.
and throw on to first,
Stay on,
and that
Joe.
will do it.
But he gave it 100% down that baseline. I like the way our kids are running everything out.
Sure did. Athenians score 2 more here in the top of the 4th inning. They lead Tullahoma Wildcats
The Wildcats,
3
for sure.
nothing after 3.5 innings.
Well, we're still waiting for Cale to get in his rhythm out there, but on the other hand, he hadn't given up a run. And
Absolutely. Strikeout. I mean, yeah, now he has a little bit of more wiggle room to work with, does Corsi.
At bat number 27, Jaron Morris.
And for the Wildcats, it'll be their 5, 6, and 7 hitters, lead by Jaron Morris.
flew out to right field the first time. Fly ball that Patton had to.
Just swung on and missed.
There you go. Let's get ahead of the count and stay ahead. Then.
Another strike. And let's see if this inning that Corsi can get into that rhythm that we've been talking about.
A little bit off it.
Yeah, a little bit.
That was really a good pitch. That's an 0-2. You don't want to throw one down the middle, but that was a good breaking ball down the way and just a little bit further out than the previous pitch. That's good baseball. There you go.
And there it is.
Mercy. Mercy.
I didn't see what happened. I was marking down my buck.
Well, we threw the ball away.
At bat number 19, Balin
Eh,
Tootin.
it's an out nonetheless. Balin Tootin takes a strike. Looked to lay down a drag bunt, and he offered at it. And, of course, he's quickly ahead 0-2. And good waste pitch on 0-2. That was outside. Goes 1-2. Pitch up and away. 2-2.
Boy.
And that's away.
Oh, boy.
Need to quit beating around the bush a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, he knows he's got good enough stuff to, go at him. Yeah. Just see, he rushed that pitch. He didn't let the arm come all the way through, and he's just not staying on rhythm whatsoever. But there in the bottom.
At bat number 10, Mason Ratchard.
Bottom of the order here.
Yep, Mason Bratcher. The pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 7, 8, and 9 if needed coming up here, and hope we don't need. We wait, save the number 9 for the next inning. Get these guys out of here on the next 2.
The pitch from Corsi.
Boy,
Outside.
he's out of it again. He's
out of the stretch.
Pitch,
There's
nice
a good
shot.
pitch. 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Swung on
And that bite.
missed. That was just. Of course, he said, "Here's my fastball. Try and hit
yeah,
it."
well, yeah, he wouldn't make me mad at all if he threw the same pitch again.
No.
I mean, he didn't look good at the curveball either, but
From Corsi, he tried it.
yeah.
That was a little low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch
Runner.
from Corsi. Runner
Got
going,
him.
swung on and missed. And there's
Lost the ball.
Might have been out if he would have held on to the ball.
Might have been.
But
Well,
it's a strikeout nonetheless.
Wait, Collins.
Now to bring up Wade Collins.
2 struck out his last time at bat. Cale's first strikeout of the ball game, actually.
Yeah, Cale's got 5 strikeouts
Yeah,
now.
he's beginning to, yeah.
I mean, the strikeout to walk ratio is still 1-1. But most important part of any pitcher, haven't given up any runs. It's a 3-0 Athenian lead. That one fouled way back.
White ball.
Pretty good swing there out of the number 8 hitter.
Wade Collins, I can't even read my own writing. That's how bad I am. Beautiful pitch
Hey,
by
hey.
Cale Corsi.
Yeah.
And
One little blip there with the walk, but really a good job by Cale.
and
And now we got to start off with their number 9 hitter the next
there you
inning.
go. Yeah, all 3 outs that inning were via the strikeout for Cale. Did have the 1 walk. But
Well, I believe he's got 5 walks and 5 strikeouts.
yep,
So,
I'm with 6 strikeouts after that last one.
oh, you're right. Yeah, no, absolutely. That is right. 6 and 5. Still not.
So, but
Strikeouts are okay, but too many walks.
yeah, and I think it's a sign. We talk about it with some of the major league pitchers too.
Oh,
It's a sign of a great pitcher
yeah.
when you don't have your best stuff and you're still effective,
Right, absolutely.
and that's what Cale's been today.
Yeah, I don't care what level you're on.
You're not going to have your greatest stuff every time out.
No way.
Pitching change for the Wildcats.
Oh, okay.
On the mound, number 30, Andrew Zivick.
And don't know if you guys heard that over the PA system at home, but we're going to have a new pitcher for the Wildcats. It'll be number 30, Andrew Zivick. So that will close the book. on Mason Bratcher.
At bat number 20, Caden Patton.
Who went 4 innings. It'll be Caden Patton to welcome the new pitcher into the game, and hardy cut there by KP. Final line score for Bratcher, he goes 4 innings, 2 hits, 4 strikeouts. Did walk 2 as there's swung on and missed by Patton. And all 3 of those runs were earned. And Andrew Zibick, as we said, is the new pitcher. That pitch went by the catcher and was down in the dirt.
If he can get one that far inside, I wanted to hit him on the hip.
1-2 the count on Patton.
Get going,
will shortstop. It'd be
No.
bang bang.
He doesn't have the real great way. He doesn't run bad, but he's one of those guys that's not going to get a lot of infield hits.
Minette.
It'll be Sam Minette, the designated hitter, who takes ball 1. And good eye there by Minette. 2 balls and no strikes.
Coach Morse hadn't done it much tonight. We just believe through a take signal there on the 2-0, but then this is your number 9 hitter. Good call by
Another good eye.
So this obviously is a take here with 3-0.
Don't quite think that was it down the middle, but
Well, it's too low.
well, that's what fans say when they're losing, as I like to say. They always complain the most when they're down. 3-1 Minette. Down the third base
Dang it.
line.
It was a foul
ball.
And it was also ball 4, but yeah. All right, 3-1. You know, I tell you, that's one. I mean, I won't say it's a peeve, but it's a thing. I watch Major League Baseball players, and they go out of the zone on 3-1 because the pitcher's got to throw me a strike, and they now swing the ball, and that's what we did right there. But it wasn't. There we go.
And down in the dirt.
Attaboy, Sam.
Minette will take his base.
At bat number 34, Bryce Dowell.
And we'll take it back to the top of the order with Mr. Bryce Dowell.
Bryce 0 for 2 in this ball game, so let's see if we can get him a base hit here.
Close play at first on the pickoff attempt, but
Well, Sam is really not probably one guy we'd consider a base stealer for us. Not that he would never steal a base, but I don't think so here. Oh, come on now. Last year you'd have got hit with that one. last year he'd have been hit for sure. He'd probably gone into it just a little bit. But anyway.
1-0 on Bryce Dowell.
Oh,
I thought that might have grazed him.
that was really close. I cannot believe he's not letting those hit him. Boy, we had some players a number of years ago that got on base so much that
And Dowell
Right
slaps
at him.
one, but it's right at him. The left fielder. That was Fanning.
At bat number 2, Wyatt Mott's.
I think his family's in the apple juice business. Huh?
You're right.
Moats 0 for 2. And first pitch skied back towards the parking lot. Let's hope everyone's cars are okay.
Not a whole lot of contact.
It's a good point. There's probably not many cars left.
Well,
Besides,
making a statement on that, I want to just remind the fans we do really have a great Athenian contingent down here.
Oh, absolutely.
Obviously, majority parents, but some grandparents and otherwise, and really Athenians. And we travel very well. We've always done
they
that.
sure do.
Credit to our fans.
0-1 the count on Moats.
Ooh.
There he did swing. I'm not quite sure about that one.
Hey, Sam, why don't you ask the base umpire? Which, that is one of my pet peeves. I really think it should even be against the rule to ask the man out in the middle who can't see any better, probably not as good.
0-2 and
Get down.
Wyatt will just slap it. They're going to beat it out. Great hustle there by Wyatt.
See, there's all kinds of ways to get a base hit.
That'll be an infield single, and the Athenians are going to will have runners at first and second.
A.J. Hall.
At bat number 8, A.J. Hall.
I don't think A.J. had his chin guards off yet. Coming to the plate.
And Hall takes his first strike. The Athenians got 3 hits
I'm glad he let
so
that one
far.
go.
Yeah.
That was not an area that he really handles well. Out over the plate, much better. Good tag.
Good. Good eye there by AJ, who's 0 for 1 in the game with a walk. This is his third plate appearance of the evening. That one, good stop there by the catcher.
Yes, sir.
Two and one. That one down.
Yeah.
Both catchers having to do
Yeah.
a little more work than they probably bargained for tonight.
You're right, Cody.
Okay, we're back here to the 3-1 count. Now, don't help the pitch here. You
Right, don't have to.
you want to look for the pitch that's in your sweet zone. Good job.
And there you go,
Nice
AJ.
job.
Base loaded.
Well, couldn't plan that part of it any better. Here comes Cale Corsi.
At bat number 11, Cale Corsi.
Kale's due. Had that, what we're going to rule as a bloop single into right field that first time that couldn't quite be handled out there.
Yeah, you're right.
And Corsi with a chance to really help his own cause. Oh, yeah! And he does! First pitch slaps it right back up the middle. That's going to score
Maybe.
maybe 2 because the catcher can't hold on to it.
He's out here, but that's all right.
Out.
That's all right.
4-1 run. Now,
2 more.
But before all the hoopla at the last out at third base, Cale Corsi drives in a pair of runs.
And since we only play 7 innings, we have a 5th inning stretch.
Okay.
So if you would
Oh,
like to
okay.
stretch your legs as we play, take me out to the ball game.
Okay.
All right.
And we're going to have a little 5th inning stretch. The Athenian faithful getting into it.
At bat number 22, Kate Fanning.
And here we go in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Wildcats. Be the number 9 hitter, Cade Fanning. First pitch swung on and missed. That pitch was down.
Make a play, third.
And Weimer fires, and good play over there by Cale Weimer.
Hey, I don't care who we've got over at third. We've got an above average third baseman
Oh,
for high
absolutely.
school baseball.
Andrew Fulmer.
Back up to the top of the order we go with Andrew Fulmer, and I think Corsi wants a new baseball. He does.
You know, that is it's not mentioned that much, but that is a big change in baseball. And I don't have to go way back to my playing time. I mean, I think even certainly in the 70s, if you had a ball that was scratched up, boy, that's what you wanted. In fact, pitchers would sometimes put a ball down and rub it. And now you get a little wrinkle on the ball. Boy, that's a good pitch.
It sure
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, they pitchers today, they don't want to spot on that ball. They gotta get it out of play and get a smooth one.
1-1, the count. Fulmer heads up Athenian dugout.
Yeah. Well, we didn't,
Almost got hit, almost.
you know, a little closer and you're going to see the white flag come out.
1-2.
Oh, don't hit.
Ooh, good pitch that froze him. And Cale Corsi's really, I'd
Well,
say, started to settle in these last
Number
2
21.
innings.
Hunter Hogan.
Well, get through this and, you know, he's going to be starting to work toward
Did he
that.
go? But they're going to call that a strike
Yep.
nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to, let's see if I can. Another one by Cale Corsi. That's the right
Oh,
fielder.
my. Nice pitch. So that was out. That was a good call.
The right fielder, Hunter Hogan, with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Hogan one back to the parking lot again.
Either Yeah.
This will be Corsi's, I believe, 86th pitch coming up. That's slapped foul down the first base line. We'll do it again.
Good job protecting the plate up there by the hitter on the last two pitches. Really pitches he wasn't going to do much with, but and both of them off the plate, so good position for Corsi. Ground ball left
And
side.
ground to Weimer.
That's too much. Well, they had no chance anyway. Even if he feels that cleanly, that's a base hit.
Yep. And I didn't want to say anything because it's the good old announcer's jinx.
Yeah.
That's the first.
Yeah.
The first Wildcat hit comes with two
Yes,
outs
sir.
in the bottom of the fifth inning. Of course, before that, through 5 2/3 hitless innings.
One strike, no ball.
And it'll now be the third baseman, Evan Tomlin, who's 0 for 1 with a walk
Ooh, yep.
and back-to-back hits.
That ball not exactly smashed, but well placed. Okay, we got two down here.
Yep.
At bat number 3, Colton Emery.
He's 0 for 1, had a walk on his first at bat. But he is the cleanup hitter.
A pitch down and away. One ball and no strikes. Colton Emery, the catcher. Athenians lead 5-0 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Had one run in the second and a pair of runs in the fourth and fifth innings. Cale Corsi on the mound. Hadn't had his sharpest stuff,
Good pitch.
but still has been pitching a shutout.
That a boy run at him.
They've got him caught.
Well, we
Semi had him caught.
see I'm not exactly sure how we've been taught, but if you see, Jude Corsi actually stayed just a couple of steps behind the runner, but second baseman, he didn't. He had to go to the bag. I'm sure that's the way we were supposed to play it there. But anyway, that's it.
And
Whoa! See, he can't call from out there. You know what? They ought to take that out. That guy back there cannot make that call. If this guy behind the plate can't see where the bat's in front of the plate, there's no way in the world that guy out there can see.
nonetheless, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah.
Fouled back. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't mind see a fastball up. If I get fastball up in the eyes here, even if it's out of zone, he wants that ball, I think. Two. Okay.
It is.
Good job of the catcher, I guess, making sure they had the right count.
It's 1-2, I thought, right?
Well, he did a check swing. I think that. Whoa! That was outside. But that's been a strike. But it's all right. Again,
Yeah.
runners on the move.
It's not
now.
wasting your breath, Juan.
There they go. Strike 3.
That's strike 3. So Cale Corsi threw strike 3 twice.
Yeah, I did.
And has held the Wildcats off the board. Dan, I did my job
Man,
through these three innings.
Dang on right.
I'll turn it over to you to bring us home.
Gave us at least a semi-comfortable lead there, and just kept them off the board. That's the great part. And Kale obviously throwing better ball here in the last few innings, and
Number 11.
defense still playing very good ball. So yes, let's see if we can keep it rolling here as we go to the top of the sixth.
And I believe they announced a new pitching change for the Wildcats.
Let's get a number here.
Turn your back, kid.
No cooperation this time so far. Turn. He won't do it. We'll get him. Here it should be. Looks like a number 11. You got 11 there.
Let's see here. No, come on. Number 11 would... Don't got a number 11.
Well,
Would be 14, perhaps? Or 17?
we'll check and see if you can see better than I. I mean, it's definitely a
He
1.
bent over just for a
But
second.
I'm pretty sure it is 11. I suppose I could have missed it if it's 17.
Oh, if it's 11, that'd be Collins.
Okay, it's definitely 11. He's in the lineup or
Yes.
playing second base. So, yeah, that's who we got.
Yeah.
Okay, so Collins warming up here, ready to go for the top half of inning number 6. Your Athenians leading by a score of 5-0. And we'll start out with Cale Corsi. Pardon me, we'll start out with Cale Weimer. Got to keep those Cales straight. Cale Weimer, and good at bat last time, a really good at bat. Ended up with a sac fly, which was a very important fly ball at that time, putting his head at the score 2-0 at that point. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Cale just a wee bit out in front on that one. Pitch down and gets away from the catcher. No damage, no runner. As the funny guys used to say, everybody run. Well, nobody on base. Huh?
Yes, that is Collins for sure.
Yeah.
Just double checked here.
Coming off of second base to the mound. Here's a breaking ball, and it's going to be a tough pitch for Cale to hit in that zone. I mean, it was a hittable pitch, but everybody's got a little bit different swing, different areas of the plate that they can cover.
Whew.
Yeah.
Breaking ball that did not break.
Yeah, we don't want him to get hit one like that. Counting, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cale Weimer leading it off here in the top half of inning number 6. A ground ball, left side, shortstop over, has it cleanly, and a nice throw across the
Beautiful throw.
for out number 1. Well done,
That
Al.
was a very good throw.
6-3 is Weimer, and that'll bring up Jude Casey. Yeah, Jude Corsi.
Jude Corsi.
Jude having a great defensive day today down here. Again, deep in the heart of Texas. No, that was what you wanted me to say earlier because you asked me what is that the song?
Oh, I know.
Okay, but it is deep in the heart of Tennessee.
And Corsi didn't quite get it going in that first game offensively, but already has
Put the ball in play for the most. I
he
mean,
got 2 RBIs
yep.
in game numero dos.
Well, first ball fouled off, so here's the 0-1, and that's a breaking ball that stays off the corner.
Look at Ash running the bullpen.
Here's the pitch. That's going to be a little bit, well, okay, I thought it was a little bit outside, but I guess it's a little bit over the plate. So, Corsi behind on the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball right side, and it's foul.
Foul.
Well, if the first baseman's going to feel like that, we better hit another one. Get it inside the lines. He kind of olayed that one, but I guess he knew it was foul anyway. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh my!
Yeah, yeah, that'll be an at-bat that he quickly forgets.
Yeah, he was
Early swing that he forgets.
Yeah, well, he's definitely fooled on that pitch. So 2 down with Caden Underwood coming to the plate. Caden is 0 for 2 in this ball game. Caden got big hits for us last year. I can't remember where his batting average ended up, but not one of the top guys. But I do remember he got a number of really important hits for us. There's a ball off the plate. Count evens at 1-1.
He sat last year at 258. About average. And on base of 410.
Which was very good.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. The pitch, check swing. That was a ball. That was definitely a check swing there. That was also down, a check swing. Good job. 3 balls, 1 strike. Athenians looking for a 2-out rally here. Underwood ahead on the count here, looking to start something out. There is ball 4 inside. So Athenian on here in the top of the 6th.
At bat number 20, Caden Patton.
Caden Patton to the plate, 0-2. Patton grounded to shortstop last time. That ball,
It was close.
it was inside, but you're right. It was close. Not a terrible call. It was a couple inches off. 0-1. Just a wee bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Caden hitting out of the number 8 slot, trying to get Sam Manette to the plate. Here's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball's way off the plate. Count evens, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down here. That's way up and away. Full count, so runner will be on the go. Collins trying to get out of this situation. Get the Wildcats back to the bat. Here's the ball popped high in the air.
It's going to stay in
First
play.
baseman's ball. He's there. He's under it. He has it. So that's all for the Athenians here in the top of the 6th. Still leading by a score of 5-0. Just a quick look at where we are in this short season that we've started here, playing game number 3 tonight, starting out this year with a win at Riverton Park. And today, in our first game in the Wildcat tournament, we pick up a win in a 10-7 win. Now playing, against a pretty good-looking ball team, I see. They have, what's kind of different here, what do they use, 4 pitchers now, I believe?
Collins was their 3rd.
Oh, okay. All right. So, I'm not sure what they're, that's one of the things. A lot of these teams down here are well into, I think you mentioned somebody played 11 games already, whatever, and so you've got a situation with your pitching where, we don't know where they are with that, but.
Coach Welliver was telling me, I think earlier, we're at the hotel, the day that we started practice was the first day that teams down here began their actual seasons, like first games.
Okay.
So they get a little bit of a leg up on the season before we do, but
here's the second pitch, swung on a miss. So of course
he's dialed in now.
1 ball or no balls and 2 strikes.
He's looked real sharp these last 2 innings.
You're right. Here's a pitch, swung on, fouled off to the right side.
These last 2 innings, 5 strikeouts to 1 walk. So he's looked to be back. Ooh, just missed.
I'm good with that.
Yeah. That was a good job by the hitter to lay off that.
Yeah,
too.
absolutely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Javon Morris, that one's way inside.
Yeah, that one was.
Now that was one with a score 5-0. I'm coaching that kid. I say, well, you really ought to take that one for the team. There's no reason to get out of the way of that one. Stand in there and run on down to first. Here's the ball taken to left field. Ball is in play.
Right to Farley.
Farley under and has it for out number 1.
At bat number 19, Balin Tootin.
What is it?
Position changes.
Actually, I think that was Underwood.
Yeah.
In left. Had a couple of position changes.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I can.
Yeah, well, we're down at first base is Underwood off of first base. And who we got down? Is that Bryce down there playing first?
I want to say it is.
Yeah. Can't quite read the number, right? Here's the pitch, swung on a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Number 19, Tootin at the plate. He's the center fielder for the Wildcats. One, 2 on the way, and that is away. One down here in the bottom of inning number 6. Corsi to the plate.
There you
Strike
go.
3. Great breaking ball. Had the young man froze at the plate, and 2 down here quickly in the 6th inning.
At bat, number 10.
Up to 9 strikeouts for Kale Corsi. He's able to get one here, would reach double digits.
Pitch to Bratcher. Well, we got a strike on that one. I'm not sure, but not that far outside. Might have been a tad out. Here's the pitch. Check swing down.
Yep.
A ball and strike with 2 outs. There's the break. That's a strike.
Oh, that's a late strike call.
Really?
That is.
Terrible. I know it's late, but these are kids.
That's extremely late.
There it is. That's a really good pitch. That last one was right there. I mean, that had plate. So a couple of strikeouts looking, and Corsi adding
double
to the
digits.
strikeout total. Yeah, and after 6 full, your Athenians lead it by a score of 5-0. And we'll start the top of the 7th with the number 9 hitter, Sam Manette, unless we, sometimes in this cases when we'll maybe let somebody like Farley hit, make a little change there. So we'll look for that, but at this time, looking for Sam. Sam was on last time and actually scored a run after getting the base on balls. Well, we're getting close to the end of this ball game, we think.
Let's hope.
Yeah, and since we were just a tad late getting on and didn't really do our intro stuff, I just want to, first of all, thank Cody Emerson for coming down and helping us, and 2 more to go, Cody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
We're only halfway done.
Absolutely. And as usual, Justin Duggar helping the crew here, and Austin Hickey. And these fellas really do a good job for us, and we don't want to take them for granted. And we hope that it works out a way throughout the season. As normal, and at any point we could make a little bit different schedule, but
Number 16.
when we get back to Crawfordsville, we'll be webcasting all the home games, and at this point in time, we really have none of the away games scheduled. But that's always a situation that can change, because it's not like we never have done that, because we certainly have done some away games. Okay, here we go. Sam Manette at the plate. Let's check that. Down and away. Sam 0 for 1, a strikeout and a walk and a run. Here's a ground ball foul. Over to the Wildcat dugout.
Hey, after these, Crawfordsville, we will have a week off. Well, that first week back, a week off until Friday. They play Portage, Michigan.
There's a ball
Good
taken
cut.
foul to the right side. Maybe a play on that one.
Maybe.
First baseman over, and a nice job.
Did he catch it?
If he caught it. And he
did. That's a nice
He
catch.
held onto the ball. And give the umpire some credit. He was there right on the top of the play. And so good job both ways there. So 1 down here to the top of the 7th. And we go back to the top of the batting order with Bryce down. I'm going to say Bryce is due. 0 for 3 in this ball game. Nice offensive game in game number 1 down here. Here's the ball down.
Okay, I think we do have a definitive lineup here.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Got
We did
Dow at first.
Again,
That
same
is-
area, but not so. Right
Little
fielder did a
good hustle.
heck of a job, but couldn't quite get there.
Got Bryce Dow at first, Cale Weimer at second, Jude still at short, Wyatt over there at third, Caden Underwood at left, Dylan Farley in center, and Caden Patton in right. Appreciate Kevin Kellerman, always keeping up with Crawfordsville baseball.
There's a pitch. That breaking ball is away. Well, it's good to get Wyatt, because Wyatt, well, like I say, he's very good at all elements of the game, but he's a very good infielder, and then he's in a chance to play some infield. Ground ball, shortstop, and on to first. Ball's low, and to the dugout. Come back. Well, you're on first base, Bryce, but that is an error on the shortstop. Low throw. So a runner aboard with 1 out.
And they got 3 errors.
That'll bring up Wyatt Moats. Check it.
And at number 23, Mason McCarty.
we've got Mason McCarty coming to hit for Moats. Here's the pitch. That one's down. Strike. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch taken for a strike.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Mason got a bat in the first game, but I'm not sure. Can't remember. I didn't go down, but I
Check
should look.
real quick.
Here's a ball hit on the hands, but third baseman over easily makes the put out, and Bryce Dowell back to first base.
Mason did not.
Okay. So that was his first base of his varsity, or first at bat for his varsity career. Got hit on the hands a little bit there. So 2 down. A.J. Hall, he's walked the last 2 times at the plate. There's a ball taken into
There's
right center field. That ball is going to be
Drop.
caught.
Bad. Good
Right
hustle out
fielder,
there by
nice
the right
job.
fielder. Good hustle. Let's see.
Well, Cale Corsi coming out to try to finish this ball game. What'd you have this pitch count
That's
at?
exactly what I was about to look up. They have him at 109.
109. Well,
So
let's see if he can stay a little bit under Cale, who had 118. So 109, if he can use less than 9 pitches, get out of this inning, be a great deal. Al, he's pitched a heck of a ball game, no question about it.
yeah, I mean,
And allowed no runs, and I think still only 1 hit.
yeah, you really look at first 3 innings, had 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. These last 3 innings, 7 strikeouts and just 1 walk. He's really just turned the switch the last 3 innings and is back to the Cale Corsi that every Crawfordsville fan's used to seeing. I wonder what and it's something I think we brought up again during that first game. I would assume he throws no more than 120
Right. Oh, yes.
because
No.
I don't know if
Number
I know
11.
the Tennessee pitch rules. I don't know what the numbers
No,
are.
I think you're right on it.
I know that's the Indiana pitch rules.
Yeah.
The 120 is the
No.
max you can go. I don't know if Tennessee slightly differs from that.
No, they can't go over, I think, 1.5. So we're on our rule as far as pitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that case, 11 pitches.
Well, Wade Collins steps in, swings and misses at a fastball right down the middle. And I like that challenge right off the get-go. Collins, the previous second baseman, but ended up on the mound. Here's a breaking ball, hit off the end of the bat. Second baseman in and under and has it.
Oh, there you go.
One
Only 2
down.
pitches.
At bat number
Cale
22.
Weimer, by the way, has moved to second base. I
Vanning.
think maybe we made that change, but 1 down.
Yes, we did.
And efficiency of pitches there. Here's the ball fouled back into the net.
And
Come on again.
The way we like it, Kale getting ahead of the count here.
mm-hmm.
Number 9 hitter, Cade Fanning at the plate.
Yes, sir. There's another one.
And he's 0-2.
And just want to give you talk about our fans watching. It's 11 o'clock, past 11 o'clock back home.
Back home, yeah. Here's a
Beautiful.
swing and a miss on a breaking pitch, and one out away from another Athenian win there.
So if you're staying up late watching, appreciate you tuning in. And
At bat number 9, Andrew Fulmer.
just Athenians 1 out away from being 3-0.
All right, Andrew Fulmer to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Did draw a base on balls his second at bat. First pitch is down. Here's a pitch. Check swing.
I'm going to say ball, though.
Kale, of course, he's wanting to swing there, and that probably was pretty close. They're not as liberal calling the check swing strike in the high school ball as they are in the majors. We may, not that we really need it, but we may talk sometime about all the changes in Major League Baseball. I can't remember.
I've got some hardy opinions about one of them.
Here's a breaking ball that's right there. The count evens it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and we have 2 outs. 1 more to claim another victory. Corsi to the plate. Strike 3 on the breaking ball. Totally throws the young man at the plate. Fulmer goes down looking, and the Athenians win it by a score of 5-0.
3, 5,
So 2 wins in this tournament with 2 to go, 1 game tomorrow, and 1 game on Saturday, and we hope it all works out that way.
The Athenians 5 and your Wildcats 0.
Well,
And we hope that you join us on April 4th when we play Lincoln County.
okay,
As
there
always, thank you for your support and drive safely.
sounds like, at least at home, they're not going to play here until April the 4th, are the Wildcats. But anyway,
But yeah, I mean, just to go through some stats pretty quickly. I mean, you talk about the final 4 innings by Cale Corsi. He ends the game, a complete game 2-hitter, a complete game 2-hit shutout, 12 strikeouts, and didn't, after the first 4 innings, didn't walk a guy the final 3 innings.
yeah,
So that control was a lot better. It's not, and the good old adage, Dan, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That's for
and
sure.
Cale
Well,
Corsi certainly finished pretty strong here this evening.
Well, not as many hits for our young men in this ball game, but enough to pull across the victory. And I still thought we looked, pretty good at the plate. Really,
Yeah.
I think we're comfortable up there. Not swinging at too many bad pitches. I started to hit total. I don't know. Do you have a hit?
I
total?
have us with 4 total hits.
Okay.
Let me double check here. And 4 total hits. Cale Corsi with 2 of them. Wyatt Moats and Jude Corsi with a hit apiece
And I had
as well.
4 walks, so they, helped us a little bit. But Cale kind of did the same thing from that standpoint. But I really feel the team's, again, man, this is early.
Yeah.
We're 3 games in, and we've made some fantastic defensive plays. It's pretty much all over the field. I can, talk about the plays in the outfield we made, and I'd say even better plays we made in the infield. And I tell you, that's extremely important. I mean, even if you got good pitching that can kind of pick up the slack once in a while, if you've got sound defense, then you're going to be in almost every game you play. So Athenians now 3-0 on the season and 2-0 in this tournament, Wildcat Classic. So we'll be back tomorrow, and that will be at 3 o'clock, and we'll have to try to notify you if we get into rain, delay situations, what have you. We certainly hope we don't lose the ball game, but it's difficult for us to, send out the word on that. So hang in there with us as far as that goes. But as of now, we're looking to play that game at 3 tomorrow. So until tomorrow, this is Dan Welver for Cody Emerson saying good night and good baseball.